All right, welcome back, everybody. I apologize about the software malfunction. We're still here at the end of the first game, so you haven't missed a whole lot. And I've been found to make the rail there, so it's going to give Bill ball in hand. Should just roll this six into the side and eight ball up into the corner. And this to give Bill the opening game. Benny, you've always got next, friend. All right, we'll run out Ray. Takes the first game. Benny, I'm actually shocked not to see you here this evening. Well, maybe you could win and everything, Vinny. People might feel a little easier about getting clubbed over the head by you. All right, build a break here in rack number two. And you got them spread around the table. They all kind of gathered up towards the middle. Well, I'll forward that information on as it seems, pardon me, that the streaming software is freezing once again. Yeah, I'm not certain exactly what's happening here. The race is to none. All right, guys, bear with me just a moment. Looks like I'm going to have to restart this once again. See if I can figure out exactly what's going on. I'll make this as brief as possible. All right, hopefully everybody's still there. Nice cut there. Not a whole lot to do with the two ball here. He can try to cut it into the side. Looks like he's going to call the bank here. Vinny, I think I just found your next victim. Old Jacob Lynch just walked through the door. I could have swore he said he'd give you the 7 ball and 5 on the wire going to 6. Oh, old Jacob seems a little concerned now. And he's got Ivan a little hemmed up here. The 5 in the way of the 2. I'm just joking, Vinny. It's Jacob Lynch. Well, I'll let him know he's got action then. I mean, he's got that car sales money, man. You can't mess with it. Yeah, we're going to shoot the 11 up here to the top right. A little unexpected there. Going to leave Ivan a fairly simple. I say simple, but he's got to get a home for that 3. Yeah, looks like he's going to go ahead and shoot that now, maybe. Yeah, he caught that thick. The man's entered the chat. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised just to build this rearrangeable furniture here, which he has done. And now Ray with a pretty good chance here. Everything kind of ducked up in the middle of the table. Shooting at 13. And that was going to be the danger there. Well, he's got Ivan blocked up at the 8 and the 13. And it is freezing up again. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to have to change something on here because I don't know why it's freezing up like this. We'll be right back. All right, we are back again, hopefully for the last time. I appreciate everyone's patience. All right, you should have a pretty easy go of it. You can go one or two rails. You should just come up with a little top right hand English and put the 8 in the opposite corner there. And of course, everyone does exactly the opposite, so there we go, and that's going to tie it up 1-1. And we'll get to see Ivan break for the first time this evening. Yeah, Vinny, I think old Jacob's abandoned the chat. Vinny, I don't know who we're gonna find you to play next. Well, Ivan's kind of left a traffic jam here, but it could be a lot worse. Looks like, yeah, and I think the 7 ball would be the shot here if he's going to, unless he can get to the 12, which I think he can. He's looking to see if that 11 goes by, but no, he's going to shoot the 3. I think that 9 may be holding him hostage now. He's calling the 1. And this thing is frozen up again. All right, let's see if that helps. And with a quick shot there to the side. Looks like he's probably going to have to shoot. No, he's going to shoot the 15, but he's got the 11 open down here. Maybe he just doesn't feel real confident about it. And just caught her a little too thin there. Looks like he's going to shoot 7 down to the corner. He's just going to be a little thick there. All right. All right, Ivan trying to get me to crunch into the microphone this evening. There we go. 13 in the corner. One rail out for the 9 or the 11. And he left himself actually behind the 9 ball. Yeah, good shot there. He sent a couple balls moving. He should be able to pocket the 11 down to the bottom left, or sorry, bottom right. Just come one rail for the 14 in the bottom left. And a good shot there. And you draw this just a touch. Put the 8 ball in the top right. Take his first lead of the match. Yeah, that's one way to go about it. Oh, and he's going to watch out for the scratch. And that's going to give Ray 2-1 lead. All right, Bill, the break here in game number 4. And lets it go. 11 ball is going to drop. And the masked marauder, Mike Moriarty, just walked in. Good shot there from Bill. Put the 10 up in the top left. See if he might break out the 14 at the same time. Well, good speed. Give him the 12 in the same corner. He's got the 9 tied up with the 6 right there. Yeah, which he attempted to take care of and create a bit more of a problem. But he's got the 4 ball surrounded, so Ivan's going to have a hard time with that one. Well, you got half the problem taken care of. The 2 ball cleared out down for the bottom right, which, he could very possibly put just a kind of a pinch of draw on there to come back into the 4 if the angle's there. And he opted to stay away from that one. Maybe he thinks, yeah, the 4 doesn't pass by the 14. Maybe he's going to try to break it out shooting the 6. All right. See, there goes the 7. It should just be pretty natural, but the only thing is making sure that 9 ball clears out of the way. You don't want to hit it too hard. Yeah, I think he's just going to have to stun this over. Don't hit it too hard. And you're going to kick the 6 here. Got good speed. Oh man, that was a hell of a shot at it. Boy, he hit that thing thin. But 8 does get past the 12, so he should be going rail first here with a little bit of inside. And this shot to get him back even. And there it is. And we'll have Ivan breaking rack 5 here in just a moment. All right. And Ivan's going to let it fly. And he got a great spread, kept good control of the cue ball, just came up dry. And really the only, I mean, stripes pretty much have a home everywhere, and that looks to be where Ray's going. That 12 ball up there with the 2 being the only outlier, really. Mm, mm, Looks like he's going to go high here. Try to go around the 5, perhaps. Puts him in a little bit more precarious situation to break the 12. Like he's going to shoot 10 to the side. Oh, I'm sorry, to the down. Yeah, to the side. It looks like. There we go. Now he could shoot the 14 and break the 12 out here. The angle looks to be conducive to it. Just don't want to end up stuck behind the 4 ball. I'm just going to roll the 13 in. Now, I won't be surprised to be seeing bank this 12 back to the side here. Yeah, that's what he's going to call. He's going to have to flatten this ball out a bit. Yeah, he ends up double kissing. It's going to give Ivan the table here. Shoot the 3 first here. And looks like the 4 down to the bottom left is going to be the next shot, perhaps. But I would think the 1 playing to the 7 would be a little easier. He's gonna like put the 5 in the side. Now he can just roll forward with the 4 here and shoot the 2 if he wants, or the 1. So now he should shoot the 1 to stun over for the 7. Now he's going to let the cue ball go a little bit. In this shot, you just got to be careful not to scratch. Just be able to hit it with about a tip outside and get it to float back across the table. Just stun this ball just a little bit, just to make sure you don't end up all the way at the top of the rail. But he goes for the draw. And he's going to shoot the 8 in the side here, see if he can keep from scratching this go round. And that's going to give him game number 3. All right, guys, so we're going to take a little bit different approach here. I'm going to go out back and play the dartboard, see where it lands, and that's the shot I'm going to call next for Ivan. He's proven me wrong every other time. He's going to see if he can get a similar break to last time, so that this time actually make something. Well, he's made 2, but he's made 3. His spread has suffered a bit. He's got the 9, 10, 2, 12, and 6 all clustered up together. He'll probably shoot the 11 into the 1 if I had to guess, but I've been wrong every other time, so. You know, at least with the stripes, it's going to be a little easier to break them apart. But he has chosen solids. Calling the 5 up in the top right. Probably end up with a 2 for 1 deal here. And it does get the 5. He's pretty thin here. Looks like he's thinking about drawing into the short rail down there, back into the 2. His Just got to make sure not to overshoot it. And he will end up scratching. Oh, and that 6 just came right back into the fray. Just overshot that a bit. I would have thought perhaps he'd use more angle to break them apart, but shoot the 13 into the side here. There's not a ton of moves to be made here. Really, I don't know that pocketing you pocket the 11. Perhaps just use something to tie the cue ball up afterwards. Maybe spin the 14 to tie up the 3 and send the cue ball down the table. He's calling the 12, so he's looking to bank the 14 into the 2. Well, I tell you what, a hell of an effort at it. Well, I've been commenting on those testicular fortitude taking that shot. Yeah, good shot there. Not really too much return here. Maybe he shoots the 2 into the 14. Pockets the 12, but leaves the 2 glued to it. Because he's not going I don't think he's going to get the 2 through there. Smart play there from Bill. Going to leave Ivan to split the 6 and the 9 up. There's just no real upside to pocketing this ball. I think you come off the short rail, thin the 2, and leave the cue ball going back the other way. And Bill's going to call safe here. One safe in return. Well, he left the 6 hidden, but the 2 is going to be a pretty thin cut, but he'll naturally come back and forth, be able to shoot the 6, I would think, but I've been wrong in every other shot before, so and he's shooting this with a touch inside. He needs to be careful that he doesn't leave it short and pretty much end up exactly where he's at. Nice natural shot shape. Is a little long, but shouldn't be anything he can't handle here. He's got this shot here to go 2 up. Yeah, I would think you'd want to get up and re-look at that shot. As opposed to shifting on your feet there. But he's going to get away with it. And we'll head into rack 7 with Ivan to break again. Well, it looks like he's going to get a good, fairly decent spread again and not pocket anything. Bill's going to survey the table here. Looks like he's going to elect for the 5 up in the top left. Hmm. Well, maybe more of a safe route. Got the cue ball married to the 8. I imagine Ivan will probably shoot the 14. Well, I guess that's not touching as much as I thought it was. Oh, he's going to call the 1 ball. Nine's got his 5 tied up. Nice stroke there. And he's got the 6, but I don't know what the end game is there. He could thin the 5 and bring the cue ball up onto the 7 ball because the 9's going to naturally move. A little thick there. Doesn't leave Bill with a whole lot of options here. I imagine we'll probably just see him maybe just hit the 11 with a stop shot here. Nope, he's going to stretch on out there. Hit the 10-13 perhaps. Well, he's not entirely certain either. I guess he's got a longer cue there they just grabbed. So he's going to go into the 14. He's praying for the 9 to fall, and it doesn't. I think he's looking to see if the 5 is glued to the rail or not. I mean, as close as that cue ball is, it's a little dangerous to think because it's not a straight on hit that the 5's going to go through the 9. And he's just going to go ahead and call safety here, it looks like. Well, Mr. Godsey, I don't know who Roy is. I was just going to call him Old Ray, but it was voted on that perhaps he might be offended by that. I think he may be shooting the 14 down in the corner here. I'm sorry, that's a 10 ball, not the 14. Well, he does get the 6 to go through the 9 there. And I apologize about the glitches at the camera this evening. Yeah, a nice kick there, but he's not going to be left with anything for the 2 ball. And he's worried about the 8 ball, but I don't think there's much danger there. But if he comes up thin on it, he does have the scratch in the side to worry about. Yeah. Now he's breaking down his jump or his break cue. This would be a Herculean jump. And he plans on channeling his inner Farragorst here. He's going to call the 2 down the bottom left. Boy, and I tell you what, he caught that thing clean. Looks like he's going to eye the 11 up in the top left. Maybe hit it with just a little bit more than pocket speed, so if he misses, he ends up behind the 14. And just escaped on both sides there. Oh, yeah, no love for Ivan there. He is. He's used the top of that ball to his detriment on a couple of shots. I think cue ball got away from him just a little bit there. Looking to shoot the 14-11 now. Well, watch out. Just does come up short of the 8 ball here. Gave that ball a yank. He's going to call a side here to try to get within one. And down it goes. All right. See what Bill's got for the break here. As soon as he chalks up. He didn't quite catch that square. Didn't get a lot of spread. Corner ball came around. Looks like he's looking to shoot the two down the bottom left. And down it goes. Looks like really the only shot available to him is going to be the three. And looks like he's going to try to shoot down to the bottom rail here. And he might be able to get back between the 11 and 10 to put the 11 in the corner there. Instead, he ends up planted on the 10. Gonna shoot safe. Yeah, and that had to have been a foul to have gotten the 10 to the side that quickly. Looks like he's shooting to move that 6. And he got the 13 cleared out. So he's in a pretty good position here. with him having to stretch out like that. Q just raised up and wasn't able to get any bottom on it. So he'll be kicking at the 15 here. Maybe kicking at 13, but I wouldn't think so. But there again, I find myself wrong again. Got the 13 tying up the 5. Oh, and he just jars the 1. Yeah, and he was shooting after that 7 ball. Just sends it a bit short. And I would think you'd want to save that 4 to try to break the 5 and the 6 out. And he can use a high ball and get to that 5 and 6 now. Looks like he's going to shoot the 1 down here at the bottom left. Nope, he decided to shoot safe. And got a little help from the 1 there. And getting called the 15 here. And he's going to come up, give Ivan ball in hand. And Ivan did not do himself any favors here. Gonna leave himself with a long shot on that 1. I think he's a little bit too far behind the 5 to pocket it. And the 1 will get called. Oh, and he's going to get a little bit too far around. Does that 4 go between them? Maybe he tries to play off the 13. And he's going to tie the 13 back up. And tie left's going to get called here. I don't suspect he has any intention of pocketing it. It looks like if I just nudged a 5 into the 4 to the cue ball on the end rail. And Ray's saying it's not totally frozen, so it looks like he's just going to ease up on the back side of it here. Not like that. I imagine, probably, I'd probably just, you don't want to move the 5 too far because you got to be able to break that 4 out. So just sending the 5 ball down the table, it looks like. Try to bring it back toward, cue ball back to the rail. See some more rearranging of the furniture here. And Ivan's going to take the foul. And we'll probably just see him just thin the 13. Put the cue ball off the rail, maybe back to the 13. No, he caught that a bit harder than I thought he might. And Ivan smartly getting the 4 ball off the rail there. Give him a little bit of flexibility. And this is the shot that Ivan was waiting for. Should be able to hit this with a high ball. Just like that. Probably wanted to hit it a bit harder. won't even try to figure out how he wants to shoot this. Watch out for that corner. And the 13's going to get in the game and fight for old Bill. Yeah, I would have really thought you hit that to go 2 rails. And put the 8 in the side or the corner. Looks like Ivan's going to go to the jump cue again. Well, and he got a little love from the 8 ball here. And even he knows it. I think he's going to call the side here. And Bill's just going to wipe that away, and that'll get Ivan to 5. And the break going into rack number 9. All right, and see if he can get a happy medium here. He said something about perhaps hitting it with a little bit more force. And he does get one to go on the side. All in all, not a terrible spread. Stripes and solids all have homes. Stripes probably lay out a little bit easier. I mean, I personally probably shoot the 14 down in the corner with just pocket speed, just slide over for the 11. But I've been proven to be wrong on timeless occasions. And he did, but he didn't hit with the bottom of the ball. And the 1 ball gives him a helping hand over into the side. The 3 ball really being the only problem ball here. And it's really not even a problem. Just got to get the 5 out of the way. Going a little straight on the 4 ball there. Mm, Cue ball got a little away from him there. Looks like he's waving the 2 to the corner there. Oh, got an unlucky roll off the 15, or I'm sorry, the 11 there. And I think the 7 might have the 11 shut off from the side there, because they are touching. And the camera angle doesn't really show it real well, but perhaps it does get home. No, I guess just the angle I'm sitting at made it look like the 7 may have kicked it a little wide. Oh, and all the love he got, he might be able to get. No, he does not see it past the 3. And he's going to try to swerve around it. Just miss the 8. He should be. Well, I would think. Well, he's going to shoot the bank, but I would think he should be able to swerve around that 3. And he does end up catching it coming back. And looks like we're going to put the 7 in the corner here. Just roll up and get to the 2. Oh, and he's going to hang the 2 into the corner. All right. He should be able to hit this with a high ball. Not quite that hard. And he should cut this to the right side pocket to put him up 6-3. And there it is. So we'll head into rack number 10 with Ivan up by 3 and the break. guys. I appreciate everybody's patience with the cam this evening. It keeps freezing up, so I'm having to shut the camera itself off and restart it. It looks like he's going to get one down in the corner here. But not really a whole lot to look at here. The second shot. He might be able to shoot the 13 to the side. Well, looks like he's going to shoot into the 7-10, or the 15-10, my apologies. And it's just going to come up short there. Now the solid's going to be left open for Ray, which they all dress up pretty nicely. And go, nice stop shot on the 5 there. Looks like his intention is going to be to play the 2-7, but there's going to be a whole lot, because I'm afraid the 2 is going to split off. And it did. But he's got the 4 to shoot now, so there is an out. Just going to leave him with the 2 down here in the corner. The 11's got him from seeing the full 1 ball. And the 2's going to hang up down in the corner. Nice shot there from Ivan. Probably a little straighter on the 13 than he wanted, but he should be able to get out of that. And so if he can pocket the 9 and bring the cue ball down the rail to the first diamond here, get up so he can pocket the 14 in the side perhaps. He's just going to come up light. And he kind of shut off half the table here. And looking at the combination perhaps. And that's what it's going to call. And that was a good try at it. End up behind the wall of balls here. Bill's going to be able to see the one. And the 8 does not clear the 14 for that top right, so he's going to have to get back on the backside to try to shoot it towards the side. As the 15's got it cut off from the other corner. And he's just going to lay it up here. That's going to leave Ivan shooting the 14 up to the corner, I would suspect. No, he's gonna shoot the 10, perhaps pocket the 1, leave the cue ball behind the 10. It's gonna be a tough ask. He might just leave the 1 hung up in the pocket there. Otherwise, he's going to have to hit it. Yeah, just like that. Oh no, kind of got away from him just a little bit, but he can shoot the 3 up to the top left, and perhaps he can put some inside on it and get back to the other side of the 8 ball. And he ends up coming up behind the 3. Hey, well, Mr. Campo, welcome to the fray, sir. And looks like Ivan's gonna leave pretty easy out here for Bill. Oh, Matt calling in with a Busch Light from the Barking Lounger this evening. Oh, this is going to make things a bit more interesting. And he's going to call the side here. And there it is to bring him within 2. So we'll go to rack 11. Bill breaking with a chance to get within 1. Matt Vinny said he's looking for action. He said he'll give you 3 on the wire. I thought that might get a positive reaction from you. I suspect Vinny is out of pocket at the moment, out relieving someone else of their coin this evening. All right, and Bill's going to let it fly. Got a bit better spread this time. But the 13-7 got him boxed into the over by the side here. All right. Yeah, if it was me, I'd hit the three with some low right, bring it back out towards the middle of the table. But he looks like he's going to go high. Looks like he's going to try to get between the 6 and the 9. And this is kind of what you didn't want. Looks like he's going to play that cue ball off the 6 into the 9 into the 5. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the 1 ball, not the 9 ball. My apologies. And Bill's going to shoot the 10 into the side. Yeah, good shot with the 9 into the corner. Now he's going to have a little bit more of an issue. And Bill, a decent job there. Looks like Oppen will have perhaps a 6-5. Oh, Benny has returned. Everybody wants a piece of Campo. Benny said, if you're scared, go to church. And there is no steeple anywhere around. It looks like he is going to call the 5 here. Oh, just barely misses it. But that was going to be a pretty exacting shot with that 1 ball right there. Comes up a bit thin there. Looks like he's going to shoot, kick into the 7-5 here. That's going to give Ray ball in hand. Tell you what, we got to get a doubles match. Oh, Bill says, I'll just put that anywhere I want. I was like, man, just just put it right there in the middle, and we'll call it even. But well, and just split them all open there. But he's made the one homeless in the process. But I tell you what, man, he cleared a spot for the one. Unfortunately, I don't think he'll see it to shoot it. Nice firm stroke there. And this is a bit harder shot than I would have thought he'd shot. He'd shoot the 15 first. It allows you to a little bit more room for error. But he's back out towards the middle of the table. Pretty easy shot. And see if he can pick up another one here. Get him within one. And down it goes. So Vinny and Matt, when you two gonna play? You gonna play singles? Gonna play doubles? It looks like we've got a little timeout here. You'll have your proxy play for you. Who might your proxy be, Vinny? I don't know if that's a game Estina wants. But I tell you what, if you want to put up the cash, I'll crawl out from behind the booth and play him. On your behalf, of course. Notice a silence come over the crowd this evening now. All right, looks like we're going to get back to it here. It is a little slow this evening as Bill comes out of his shoes and I'm sorry, Ray comes out of his shoes and gives the rack a glancing blow. Have a little game of straight pool breakout here. Yeah, imagine right now you got kids going back to school and summer winding down, as it were. Boy, and I tell you, old Ivan is in love with the side pocket. See if Ray tries to break these out right here. And he gives it a go, but doesn't quite get there. But he might have enough that I think that 11 and 7 may be frozen up enough that 7 doesn't go. He's just going to kind of bury the cue ball there, back in the stack as it is. Looking to see what to do, what he can do with the 12 perhaps. He's going to call the side. Put a little bit inside on this, make sure he doesn't meet it on the way back by. And a good shot there from Ivan. Now he's got the 10 and the 2 tied up. See if he draws off the 15 to try to break that trash up in the middle of the table. Well, more of a stun, less a draw. And now he is stuck like Chuck. Man, I do not know how old Ray is. Uh, if I had to guess, probably in his 70s. He's an interesting guy if you've never met him. Oh, and he again finds himself potting the white ball. Now, James, there you go. You should be Vinny's next match. I don't know why he'd want to break this two up right here, but I guess with the five still holding the pocket hostage over there. The seven being held up by the 13. Now he's got the pocket ducked. I wouldn't be shocked to see Ivan go ahead and pocket the four with the 11. I think that's exactly what he does. Let's see if Ray sends the three down to the five here. And there's a creative shot there. Not quite the outcome he was hoping for, but now the nine is held hostage by the three. And I don't know if the angle is there for Ivan to get between them at the cue ball. Man, broken big toe. Man, I've seen a man damn near crippled win a tournament. Don't let a big toe hold you up. There you go. You can shoot the 11. See, try to get back and forth for the 10 perhaps. I don't know where old Mayfield's at. I imagine he's hiding out in the woods. He likes it where it's quiet. Looks like he's gonna shoot for the cut the 7 into the corner. And it would seem he missed it. He was in the line of sight there. Robin's going to get a chance to go ahead and get that problem ball out of the way. Oh, he's going to hang the 9. Well, we're going to do off live stream work. I'll set it up, but I'm going to take a cut. Agent fee, you see. Yeah, Jeff can put it together when he wants to. Well, now that he's going to have to get pretty straight on that 7 ball to get it to run through the 9. Ah, I see. Well, I tell you what, old Ray put a stroke on that thing, but he's not going to get any love. He's just going to have to kick at this and pray for rain. In best case scenario, he hits the left side of the 7 and caroms into the 9. Kind of like this. Ah, if he just hit it softer and leave the cue ball down near the rail. But he gave it a hell of a run. Well, it looks like he's going to kind of shoot safe here. Oh, Ray's going to kick at this thing pretty softly and see if he can put the 7 on the rail. Overall, not well. I don't know. Maybe the 11's open now, but that 8 still doesn't have a home where it did before. He's going to call safe. Try to stun the cue ball over towards the 11. I imagine that Ray's going to be able to see the left side of that ball, but if he can just thin it with a little bit of inside so the cue ball come back behind it. With very little speed here. And that's exactly what he did there. But didn't make the rail. know, if I'm him, I'm going to go ahead and pocket the 11, get back down to the end that he's standing on to shoot the 10 inside, and just let the cue ball float over just enough so he can shoot the 8 in the corner that he just pocketed the 11 in. And he looks like he's going to be shooting safe here. And it looks like he's going to try a little kick and stick here if he can. And that's a pretty good shot. I mean, this 10's far enough past the pocket, it can be made now. Good shot there from Ivan. Going to leave Ray shooting the exact shot he just shot. And if Ivan doesn't get this, I imagine we should see this match tie up. Oh, and I tell you, he just did get it. He should hit this thin, come back and forth. But he's going to hit it soft. He gets away with it, I think. He's a little close. He's going to have to put this in the rail, try to bring the cue ball and the 8 back in line together. You know, and he got a little wide with it, but it looks like the 10. No, it's going to clear. Ray's going to have a chance to pocket this ball. And he's going to cut it just a little thin. I don't know that that 10's going to get past there. It might. Yeah, it's just locked up on that 8, and that's going to give Ray the game here. He's going to go ahead and there it is, even up, going into rack 13. Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. All right, Ray's going to get the opportunity to break here. Yeah, he got a pretty good spread on those. Got the 9, the 8, the 12, and the 5 tied up there in the middle. All right, sorry about that, guys. Had a little conversation. I'm going to tell you what, man, old Ray is putting the stroke on it this game. Both these guys 3 games away. Man, it's going to be a reach. Huh? He is not babying anything, and now he's going to have to pay for it. He's still got a line on that 3, though, and it will naturally take him into the 11. Clear that 8 out. And, that's smart because, if you miss the 3, you don't want those balls broken out. Oh, Give himself just enough angle for the 15. Mhm. We got it stunned out past the 9 here. And he's looking at that 11-14, which, I mean, if you hit it with just kind of pocket speed, you will leave the cue ball stuck behind the 8. Bill, no clean look at the 3. Not a whole lot of places to hide here. Yeah, it looks like our camera has frozen again. Well, we're quickly back at it. And good shape here. You can just stun over to the long rail over there for a shot on the 10. Yeah, I really would have thought going forward would have been ideal there, but a call up there. But I would think he's just going to try to leave the cue ball somewhere in that area right there. Leave a tough shot on the 3 for Ray. A lot like that. He might just kind of slide this cue ball. Well, he ducked it. Now we'll find out if the 14 goes past the 8. And the way Ivan's looking at it, it wouldn't seem like it does get past it. And a good shot there. If he pockets this, once he doesn't freeze up to the 14, he should be all right. I would think you're going to shoot 14 up to the top right corner. And I haven't been doing a whole lot of shooting, James. No. Oh. That's going to leave Bill with a pretty easy out here. Oh, and he whipped that thing in with some inside there. He should just be able to roll this in, take a one-up lead. And he does. So we'll go to rack 14 with Ray one up and two to go. Now I've even floated the idea of playing a match with the headset on and seeing if I could commentate it from the table. So people know exactly how stupid ideas are born and executed. Let's see if Ray can catch the rack this time. And he is once again just glanced the head ball, essentially missed the second ball altogether. I'm not certain that makes a legal break. I don't know if I'd call that knowledge, James. My Fargo would beg to differ with you. So would most people watching this stream, I would suspect. He's gonna kind of set up a straight pool shot here. Come out one rail towards the middle of the table, pocket the 15 and break into the stack. Yeah, he's a little too straight though. He needs to go ahead and shoot the 12. Oh, Matt. You know what? If I could sit there and curl up with a beer, watching it from home, I'd probably find it pretty entertaining too. Because I could mute me anytime I wanted. And Ray here's probably just going to have to follow this up, leave a little angle, so when he shoots the 4, he didn't have to plow into the stack, but Well, maybe he sees the 6. Just shoot a stop shot into it. Not really leave a giveaway shot to Ivan. Yeah, Ivan moving his pieces out one by one. I imagine we might see a couple of them fly here. But with that 13 stuck into the fray there, maybe Ray doesn't move a whole lot. That was a little unexpected. Maybe he just sends the 4. Leaves the cue ball somewhere up near the side. And he's going to pretty much duck the 4. And the bad thing is, Matt, I can hear the sarcasm in your voice when you type that. I would imagine Ivan would just kind of bank this 10 out and put the cue ball in the stack there. Boy, he hit that thing like it owed him money. Not sure exactly what the mode of thought was. Guess he's going to force Ray to move these balls around a bit. And Matt, just so you know, there is a one beer um, fee for making fun of me, and 2 for having done it. If we're gonna make it 2 for having done it in a public manner, maybe that 2 goes. He's gonna shoot the 3 into the 2, and indeed it does. Now the 3 is the problem. Matt, you just like it 'cause you prove me wrong all the time, man. I'm tired of you picking on me, guy. Uh-oh, this is a problem. Yeah, Matt can do it just fine. He just refuses to. See, exactly. That's exactly why I hide in shame and I don't play anymore. I don't know. I guess he's probably just going to freeze this cue ball against the 3 in the event he doesn't pocket it. Well, you know what? I haven't been right yet tonight, so why would I start now? I tell you what, that was a hell of a try at it. And he might have very well just tied the 10 up. Yeah, so now we're up to 3 beers, Matt. Keep running your mouth. He's going to have to leave some kind of angle here if he wants to try to break this 10 out. Maybe that. Yeah, he's going to hang it. I imagine we're going to if Ray can pocket this thing, we're going to see if he's going to let this cue ball fly. Tell you what, James, you put up the money. I'll do that. Otherwise, I'm not donating to the well-being of Campo Fund. That man wakes up in the morning trying to figure out a way to rob somebody and do it with a straight face. Oh, well, sorry about the blackout there, but he did get that thing drawn back, so he might think this 10's going to roll. And indeed it does. He's going to try to walk it all the way down. Oh, and the 3 is not going to give him any love, and that's going to put Ray on the hill. All right, let's see if Ray can conquer the hill here. he did it. Well, I don't have any terms that are family friendly for that, but yeah, he did kind of hit that thing like Ike hit Tina. And Ray got a couple on the break here. Not a whole lot to look at. Yeah, I was looking to shoot the six back to the left side, or the two ball, should I say? And position on seven is going to be a little funky, but oh, well, he's going to hang the seven as the video freezes. Oh, you get. There we go. All right. Well, let's see if he doesn't just catch the 15 full. Try to put the cue ball somewhere around behind the 8. I guess that 10 was holding him hostage there. But that's going to open up the 5 ball for Ivan to shoot. Well, that's one way to go about it, I suppose. And he might try to tie up that 5 with the 11. Put the cue ball to the side rail there. I bet that may take a little bit more effort than he wants to. Go. Let's see if Ivan can dial down the throttle here and get up behind the 5. No, but he got on the 50-yard line with it. Oh, Vinny, I'd want to pick on me too if I knew somebody didn't play much. I joke, but I really have not played much at all the last couple months. And that was a great kick there from Ivan, but the 8 is going to call the bottom left corner. I like the way Vinny just pops in and says, hey, I'll take a match. I'll take that match. Well, that is going to give Ray the match. We appreciate everybody tuning in this evening. Vinny, I'll give your Ah, well, you know what? I'll talk to you. I'll see you up here. I'll talk to you about it. Hell, I might find my way out of retirement at some point. Um, but until then, ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate you tuning in. We will see if we can't get a match lined up for next week. You guys have a great evening.